All right, welcome everybody as we get back into the tournament season 4 coverage as we are in day 1 of group 3, and we do have a wonderful game for you guys here right now. And of course, joining alongside me on commentary is Hot Fuzz once again.
Hello. How you doing? How we all doing? Real good. I've just had a pizza, so I'm doing fantastically right now.
Action already happening here. Around the quad area, we see lots of trades, but now down to one and make it none at now. As the CT side able to get this one. Take a look here.
So it's a 7D, I believe, winning that pistol round. Vitality on the back foot going into the second. Let's see, going with some of the rifles there. Let's have a look at them. See what sort of plan Vitality have going into the second round. Started to look as though they were going straight for an early mid play, but they found the first pick onto mid. Able to find the second as well as they approach the B site here. They've got the third player to move on the site. Rotates coming in from vent, but they're able to dis the remaining players holding that side of the map here. So Peas Lemon's going straight through into tree run, not wasting any time at all. Getting rid of the 7D players as they look to get their first round on the board. 7D tiers. A mountain of a task on his hands if he wants to get this to a score line of 2. And he's only got a UMP to do it. We see a lot of the Vitality players just falling away from the bombs. No risk now of the bomb getting defused. As we see, that is not the worst thing in the world, being able to save UMP going into a full reset, considering the purchases made in the previous round. As we see there, 7D could even drop this UMP to another player and buy out for himself as well, so he has got some decent money to force into this round. As we see the approach towards A main for Vitality, looking for those boosts over into middle. Boost successful, no gunfights as of yet in middle. The player spotted in quad at 7D finds a frag from Forklift, and the aggression rewards him with a second and a no punishment as of yet. Lemon's looking to try and swing into Forklift, eventually finds the kill, but Brelel is dispatched of his teammate as well. So rather than allowing this to be a 2v2, it's a 2v1, but Brelel, who found Lemon's teammate, is found Lemon's himself. So that will put 7D back on the board and back into the list. So another thing to note as well is on the Vitality, not by any means their best team. Obviously, the key losses on that team, currently the players not playing, are Enau and Arik, both respectively former major tournament champions as well in their own right. So obviously not got the same experience going into this game against 7D, which they're currently on the back foot, so they'll be looking to restore order, even the score, and look to take the lead. Bit of a stalemate at the moment as far as map control is concerned. Rosane's obviously not looking the right way. Ralico. So that's a free kill for Pro. 7D's looking to try and win that gunfight. Does so. He's got the second find, then's able to get that second frag on top. Can upgrade now to the A. The aggression going into main, but it's only able to deal with the one pushing counter terrorists, but not ready for the second. So that's 3-1 for.
Obviously, financially, we do see the CT side also dominant there as well. Look at the money that they do have still to spend, and of course, winning the rounds, keeping their arms. What do you think? Do you think that'll take a big play into this game?
I think obviously for a lot of teams, dependent on what sort of weapons are their strong suits, whether it's more rifles and AWPers, we see there Lemon's able to open up these site single-handedly there after trading out the first aggressive peak on the counter-terrorist side. So Bombnet is now down. It's coming in from 7D, but we'll see as far as how this game progresses into the eco management of these teams, because I'd imagine there's going to be quite a few instances where obviously the round winners will flip between the two teams, and obviously when you buy a lot and leave yourself not much backup money, and then to lose the next round only getting 1,400, so really it's trying to keep away from as many of these momentum switches as possible. 7D able to find that kill through the wall into checkers there, and switching to the AWP to save. But that is a guaranteed second round there for Vitality. So money seems to be good on the 7D side, and AWP saved on top of that, so plenty of positives to go into this round with. I'm looking for that boost and main control, which has now been utilised. 3 players in main, very closely bunched together, but the alert from Lemons looking to go for that A split play is not worked out quite the same way as that Vitality would have wanted to. And now they've only got the one player left alive, and rotates coming from both truck and behind through garage, but Bralal will not be in requirement of his teammate there, so a fourth round for 7D. Be a bit of a hit and miss sort of buy now for the Vitality. Some with money, some without.
Obviously, there's still the same situation financially. We do see the CT side still with a lot more, but do you think? What do you think we need to do here to try to get back into this game?
Oh, I see that they're trying to go for these split plays, gathering mid control. We see they tried to go for it again there, but Valorant is able to stop that middle play, and Valorant again, another spray through the. So he's obviously got the information that there are players pushing out of there, all fires coming back the other way, but as quick as the round has started for Vitality, it's finished. They've lost all of their play. So trying to go for these split strategies, but it doesn't seem to be working out. They tried the split through to A site, that didn't work out. As failed twice for them actually, the A split, and they've gone for a B split, but obviously some of the players getting cut off, both mid players dying as well. So that leaves Vitality in a bit of a hole quite early on actually, so there's a bit of time to really figure out how to regain their footing a bit, but a few early warning signs that Vitality will need to use the initiative and try to formulate a plan successfully. Tarsar not looking the other way, not wary of 70's position. So that's a free kill with the MP9. Some extra money in the bank. Five to 2. So it's 70 look to be finding their groove a bit. So we see Gabe joining the server. Now here comes an aggressive B plan by Vitality. They've got all of their players here, so not looking to split up, and this might be the winning solution. Brulel's only good to finding the 2, but his teammate is quick on that rotate, so they're able to support that push and keep the Vitality side at bay. So once again, in a bit of a hole, but Frelit could only find 1 before getting traded out by Valorant. So that's the 6th round, but obviously that was with pistols, and it's almost like a half buy for the Vitality. So they utilise that slightly better. They at least managed to get close to that site. But obviously they'll be looking for some better luck with the trade opportunity and keeping those early rotates from really just shutting down any sort of play ideas that Vitality will have as they look to try for an A play this time around. Trying to keep this mixed up a little bit. So that deep shot there from Exo Loving is a fine way to get control of the site, as the bomb will be able to go down. The rotates coming in, both are approaching from truck. Now this is an interesting one. Vitality have got a player in the sandbags area shifting towards highway, but allows wary that there could be the chance that there's a player on that. It's wary as to where that player is. Obviously it looks as though they'll probably choose to save the weaponry. Spots that player in forklift, but Prote's got to be careful if his teammates is saving and thinks the better of it. And so they'll secure themselves that 3rd round for Vitality. So keeping within touching distance, not letting momentum get too out of their favour.
So still a hit or miss though on the aggression play from the T side. Do you think this will continue to just kind of go, you know, with some wins and losses, or do you think they'll finally gain some momentum after that round win?
Well, we see that obviously getting that breakthrough, they'll start to get an idea as to what play style or what strategies are working in utilising the control of that bomb site to getting it in the first place. So we see that B play now coming out, and Lemons is popping off once again. The aggression from Tarsar, but these Peas Lemons will find that kill for Tarsar. Last player stuck between a rock and a hard place. He's got Lemons in middle, and he's got to the AWP of Tar watching truck. I think he's going to try and hide some, perhaps on A site, or better yet into Squeak. Is staying in between, it seems. He's found an AWP kill onto Lemons in middle, so that's given the position away, but I think Vitality are just going to put on the brakes here. I don't think they're going to commit to finding this kill.
Ooh!
He's managed to find a second one as well. So 72 is looking to make this as expensive as possible for Vitality. So we see the some of the money is borderline broke for the Vitality side, so they do have a little bit to be careful about when they do go into these post-plant situations, and obviously looking for those kills just to make sure that the counters don't save. They have saved quite a few rounds thus far. Constantly doing quite well as to keeping players alive, as well as keeping the guns going into the next round, as we see ROLVe start to open up the B site. I believe it was the B site until we saw him making moves out of A main, but the bomb went towards B site, so that's the bomb in control of the counter-terrorists. That's where the last two players are remaining, so RSL will be able to find ROLVe. ROLVe coming from the vents, he's got where to final sight, does so with the peg glitch. And now just RSL, who's positioned just in the heaven area, would be ready for this spot. The pink coming out, can't quite land a shot yet. Got the chance to plant the bomb, so that will be crucial for his team.
Oh!
And the pick is good. He can finalise that round for Vitality, 6-5. So one more round off of tying up the score. So well played to ROLVe with a 1 versus 2 situation. As we now come into the 12th round, it looks as though they might try one of these split strategies again. Molly very close to burning the toes of RSL, but Lemon's aggression into middle, can he find the one? So Prozane, 2 kills with the FAMAS for Elite, getting kills elsewhere on the map. So Loving can find Prozane, however. So currently on the 3k, he's managed to take out Prozane before getting through his aggression into Z, but as we see here, Tarsar looking for that first kill, finds the first, he's got one more, he knows whereabouts he's coming from as well. Looking to find the chance to catching his opponent out with the strange positioning, not giving any sound cues away, will be able to win this battle of Ring of Rosie around the default position on A sites, and it's another well played round from Vitality. The individual brilliance coming out from 2 different players.
Now game tied, obviously momentum shifted. You think after the last couple of rounds that we'll possibly see the first round lead for the T side?
I believe that obviously when you do have the rounds going in their favours, they do have feel good factor about them. They'll probably look to taking fights more aggressively with more confidence in their peaks, but we see here looking for that very aggressive B plays, and it started off looking like it was going to be routine for 7D, but Vitality straight away turned this round completely on its head. So 7D is probably sweating a bit right now with the open hands and several Vitality players looking for him. Sees no one on the site, but he knows the presence is there. Is he wary about the positioning of the Z player? His teammate still off towards truck, gets killed by the Z player, so it is now just down to Tears deal with these positions, but he's missing the shots on the pistol. Eventually he's able to convert. tries to go for that second, but Tarsar with the AK be able to seal that round. So now Vitality will take the lead. That's for the first time in this game. So now starting to really find their feet. As we see now, they're trying to go for that split play once again. Looking for those opening picks, but Valorant with the Deagle can take off the head of RSL, but the peak is good from Tar. He sees the first, can convert to the second on site, but Valorant's with that Deagle. He's found 3 so far this round. So East Peas Lemons, the last alive for his side, finds the first, but it's not ready for that aggressive flanking beat coming in to main from Prose, and so that's now evened up to 7-7. This might just be the closest game, well, the closest first half I think we've seen thus far in this tournament. What do you reckon?
Oh, for sure. I mean, we always saw that the last day of Group 2 being the closest game, but I think this one might actually beat that one instead. Obviously, for the still things tied up here in the first half.
So we see now the approach from Vitality. So look to be utilising again a sort of split type strategy, but a trade coming out before RSL can find another man to his kill list. As we are in the final round of the first half, so both teams will want this quite severely, I'd imagine. But he sees 2 players, to be honest. I thought he had seen the very close peek from Lemons, but he's good with the peek on the P2. Can convert that kill. But being the last player alive, has got players approaching from all different sides. So that will be Vitality to claim the half win. That's 8-7, so it's a very, very close game as far as score is concerned. But it'll be interesting to see how both teams now handle themselves going into the second half. Will we see more of the same with these very closely contested rounds, or will we get something a bit more of a one-sided? Let's see how the T side goes for 7 as we going. So one of those main plays, they looked as though they're going to try a boost, but they decided against. So it'll be a 4A execute here. So Radico can find the first. Tars chiming in with 2 frags. Before Tar, that's a 3rd frag for Tar as well. And to full execute from 7D through main is just completely backfired. So the pistols from Tar and Radico is able to completely eradicate this aggression. So now 9-7. So that's a pistol 1 for Vitality. So that's it. That's the round that Vitality would have wanted. So they started off the half in the lead, and now they have a chance to extend that. Looking for that boost over yellow. Correct inside garage there, but the trade is good, so they were able to gather mid control and the rifle in the process. The peak from Valorant is able to take out the Kellogg player to get information as to another counter-terrorist positioned inside checkers, but now they're going to have to rotate here because the A site has had all of its defenders removed. So now they're looking to go for the A plant, so now bomb is down. Prose able to call out the pushes for one of his team. But for Elite, we'll trade out on the middle plot. Whether he will choose to save this, but it looks as though he's going to go for it. But 70 Tears is ready for that. As we see now getting an 8th round for 70, so it's not quite the one-sided thing that Vitality would have wanted. So it's looking like it's going to continue with this whole back and forth swinging of the rounds. It's a
Yeah, this normally we'd have a at least a predicted victor by now, but I still think that this one will definitely go down to the wire, possibly. Who knows? Maybe even a match point. Oh,
see the first eagle shot from Exo Loving. Brillel was able to find the kills in middle, but the aggression going towards B site as well. Not only are they executing towards A, but they're also trying to take out some of those B defenders as well. So not quite made it to a site at all yet. But 1 versus 2. Tears has got an option here. It's to go for that kill, but can't convert it onto. Was it Brillel? No, it isn't. Wrong team. Wrong team completely. Unfortunately, our Discord screen share, which is what we're using, has not got the greatest quality, and the text was a bit. It's a bit small, a bit blurred, so I couldn't quite see who that was, but it was from me who had got that last kill. And so we go into a freeze time, and warning to anyone: do not slander. Just whatever you do, do not slander. Only bad things can happen. So, any players from either of the sides that are catching your eye?
for sure, Tossals. He's just been everywhere. Definitely helped out his side to get a couple of good round wins, and obviously top fragger. Now as for the CT side, as for 7D, I'm still gonna have to go with either Tears or Valorant, but it's been a close one between them. Obviously, Valorant's being the top fragger, has 22. Tears only with 16, but for sure though, the one that's definitely caught my eye is Tassals in this. How about you?
I think, especially on the T side, respectively, Tarsar for Vitality and Lemons at times, those opening picks on the T side has been impressive regarding both teams. Valorant's likewise on the 7D side. He's found quite a few of those opening kills and the crucial kills that the 7D side will need really to win out this tightly contested affair. As we get information on the freeze time is due to Valorant's recording had frozen, so he's having to restart. Also, you can't have one of the players not recording, because if you do have that case, then it does result in a suspension. That's just crucial that the recordings are just a little bit of time here just to chill out, but we look as though we're getting back into the action. Taro is Tossar is talking about someone's sister. I'm not too sure. My bad, I'm not paying any attention to Clout, but as we see the middle peak coming out from the 7D side, they are good to finding that trade onto Lemons. So now they've got that middle control. Where do they choose to go from here? They pop the vent, move for that peak up highway, hope to find the frags, but Valorant again, leading by example, will be able to take out the 8 defenders, but Valorant's again finding those 2 frags from the rotates coming from B. Another great round, but that's a 4K for just as we were talking about those opening kills, being able to be that crucial entry fragger, that is quite a vital part for a lot of teams in counter blocks with the whole Pega's advantage fiasco. But he's doing the job very well. It's 26 kills, 13 deaths, plus 13 on different. It looks to be a be executed. Looks as obviously finding those first 2 kills. That's onto B, so now that's B site under control for 7D. So now Vitality have got a bit of a problem. Do they go for this retake? Is he ready for the positioning of one of those 7D players? I don't think he's ready for that. Will get removed by Devil. So that's now tied up the score. So obviously this might just be going right down to the wire. But the 7D side looking as though they are utilising those site execute, and they seem to look as though they are starting to get into a little groove of them. Let's see how long this momentum will last, whether it will carry them straight through to the end of the game, or whether we'll expect to see one of the counter-terrorists switch the rounds in the favour of Vitalities. We see Lemons then went aggressive into Squeaky, having to come back because the aggression was going straight onto site, but the frags are good for 70 once again. Ralico with the deagle finds that middle player, can pick up his gun, so he's got an AK to do something with. 3 versus 2, so not completely impossible. That might just be a Devil. It's good to finding those 2 last kills for his team. So 7D, I think, might just be starting to be on that last stretch.
That's probably the 3rd lead switch so far today, and I mean, it's still so close, but if you were to choose, what team do you think will win here?
Well, if we see more of the same from 7D, then obviously it'll be quite favourable that they will take the win result at the end of the day. But Vitality can stop those early frags from Valorant once again. But that's a good thing there for Vitality, that Exo Loving's found that kill onto the player in B. Rotates, they're all going towards B main here. They've got control of A site 7D, so I don't think the movements were quite what Vitality needed here. These please Lemons, but Ralico will kill the aggressor onto Valorant. So that's the top fragger removed, so they can go 2 versus 2, very balanced situation, and that's a good kill by Lemons. And then Ralico will see out the rest of the round, so they can now get that defused. So that's a round that looked as though it was going to be going the way of 7D, but I think that just going a bit too frag hungry, it seems, going quite aggressive, looking for those very Looking for those very aggressive post-plant positions, but wholesomely have been punished for it. Was a 3 versus 2, but a combination of Lemons and Radico will be able to win another round for Vitality, so now back to 11-11. Might be seeing the full switch of the leading team in this game here, as we see all 5 players going into B. Radico find the first kill there. I think that was a Radico with the AK once again. That's a second. That was actually
Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
Nothing with the 3 on the AUG. That's the game very close up and personal with the gun disadvantage as well, because he was up against AKs. It just took one to the dome, but he's managed to stay alive and execute the rest of that team. So that is exactly the sort of play that I think Vitality would have been hoping for there. And coming from XO Loving, who hasn't been having the bestest of games so far, and that will do him the world of good. As we see here, XO Loving, after getting that 3K, I think he's feeling as though he can go for more. Setting up that very far, that very deep B main push, and the frags are coming in for Vitality. Lemons and for Elite. But Tarsa cannot get that job done in developments, but Lemons luckily is there to help his team to avenge his heroic efforts. Tears is the last player alive in Garrett. He's got a deagle to try and work something out. Does he opt to saving it, or will he look to try his luck and see what frags he can? But I think Vitality not really giving him an inch at all here. Just keeping all the different areas of the map locked down, but they've got the sound cues from the shots from his deagle and see it. Trying to find a lucky shot through the wall into main, but not to. Got players heading towards garage as well. 25 seconds to stay alive. He's getting tagged down to 2 HP. Still trying to work something out with the deagle. He's got 3 players in.
Oh!
Able to get the shot, but not able to survive after that. Radic actually ended up shooting through the wall, so obviously gone by sight, but not gone by presence. So he's definitely played that one to his game, so it's able to preemptively get that wallbang kill before Tears can escape. So Vitality now in the driver's seat a bit here. They've got a 2-round advantage. Plenty of rounds strung together as well, so their money won't be as much. Trying to go for that middle boot. 7 players over, so let's see how the split tactic works. Radico can find the first with the Tar just peeking into main, see if there's any aggressors there. Not quite, but he's about to get some company. Will take him out, so now that's allowed CTs to gather control of main, but Lemon's good to finding the first. Prozane's managed to make it all the way out to quad here, so and he's able to then get the kill after that as well, so that's the AWP gone. 7D Tears will take out the AWP of Lemons as well. For Elite, can get the kill to Prozane. 7D Tears for Elite, trying to out-peak, but his teammate coming in at the last second. So 7D will manage to get around back, but nothing too bad for Vitality, as they do have another fairly decent buy. As we'll look to see 70, will probably look to try and go for the same strat as what happened last round. Considering that it worked, given the fact that they'd even a player first last round, that they were able to swing at the tide, but looks as though they've fallen away from that angle there, so they're not going to man the main positions as of yet. But aggression from Radica. But the frags coming out from the counter-terror side, so Vitality starting off strong in this. To Valorant's then getting a trade back. 37 HP switches to the SG. What can he do? He's got two counter-terrorist players watching his position. They've got the information, but they're wary of that boosted player as well. He's dropped down to, and Tears will be able to capitalise on that lack of map awareness from Lemons there. But for Elite, obviously now with that information, it's just looking to keep Tears within the cubby spot. Full HP to battle, and bomb is actually getting planted on A site as well. So for Elite choosing to stay for the fight, he gets the kill. Well, never mind, not on A site, sorry, on B site. So even more confusing as to how that's managed to happen. But Brulel's obviously worked his magic. Going for the P. The P is good on Texo, like, but he's got the split situation to deal with and can't convert that second. So that's another win for Vitality. I'll take that to touching distance of that match point. So they've just got to win that one. And be on to match point, but very closely contested. This can switch within an instant. How do you feel that this game is going to pan out as we go into the last couple of rounds? You reckon it's going to be one of those Vitality wins, or do you reckon it's going to be 7D to make that upset, shall we?
Well, we've been definitely proven wrong a couple of times, but I feel like we're gonna see one more round from 7D. But I think Vitality will eventually get the win. But I think, yeah, it's gonna be still very, very close here. But who do you think will win?
It looks as though Vitality are the favourites to win this, given that it looks as though the utility, the hardware, that 7D are going into this round with a slightly disjointed, and that'll do them another favour there as well with the first kill from Alico on the AWP, but they're looking to go for that A play. They're not ready for the corner position from Ty. Can find the throw, but gets traded out by Tears coming from the squeaky position. The rotate's coming in, but Radica with the AWP can get his second of the round, and that will gather Vitality the match point there. So now 15-12. So now I think it's fair to say that we can now cast our choices as to the winning team in this match. I think no shame in saying it, but I think Vitality might just be able to take this one. Doing some damage from the B site onto that scout player, gone into Sunroom there. One of the Vitality players stuck in checkers. He's looking to find that peak and does so. takes out the scout player before Bray can get the trade frag. Looking for that be executed. Valorant's once again doing the damage for his team, and Brunel can get another kill. Brozane once shutting out Vitality. So they've gathered the bomb plant onto B, and a practically guaranteed 13th round. So testing the waters and seeing if he can get a wondrous, audacious wallbang kill through the garage door, but not to be. This is for an early hunting from the 70s side, but not going to search him any longer than that. So 13th round for 7D. This is I'll be looking for just wins from now on. So from the pattern of this match, it doesn't favour the 7D side, but never say never. You probably fancy their chances, given the last round having kept pretty much everyone alive. Rosing with that opening kill onto white box player, so that's given 7D that crucial middle control, and it's such a big factor in a map like Cash. And Valorant again, a kill of his own. Dev starting to make moves onto A site, so that gathers a guaranteed plant for them. But you see Radico looking to go get 2 kills before Bilal can do something about it. The frag's coming through, not able to get all of the kills from Exo Loving, so that will be the 14th round for 7D. So this is now the do or die round. It's either a tie or it's either a win for Vitality. Should it be a tie, because this has to be a win or a loss, or go to overtime? I believe it's over. And who's confirmed that? Sniff, snuff, sniff, snuff. I smell an upcoming overtime. So looking to get those opening kills into middle once again. The aggression coming in from B main. Is ready to pull the trigger on that Sandbags play. And Brunel has opened this up even more, so it looks as though it's going to be an overtime here between 7D and Vitality. Not looking the right way, is he? Not quite, no. He fell off the angle. Didn't see that. But Lemons, well, he's ready, not quite, so 7D Tears will catch Lemons out, but Tar likewise. He's got to go for this now. These insurmountable odds, it seems, with the 4 players still left alive. He's got practically a whole team to ace against. He's got to win this match. He's got to ace the whole of 7D, and he wouldn't get the. So that is confirming it. It's overtime. The first overtime of the tournament, and hands down the closest game we've had so far.
And in perfect timing as well. We still have another game for you guys as well. It'll be very interesting to see.
As we see now, first round of overtime, obviously the money gets reset, so everything is maxed out, so we'll see full by executes, and we see a load of players being super jumped onto the boost position. Waiting for that molly to extinguish that. before making his way up middle. Doesn't look like they've got that control there, but Philippe will be able to kill Valorant. Nice notification. But it looks as though they are stacking up for that A execute, and now here they come. Out from Squeaky and Main. Lemons were able to find one before he gets traded out, but the trades are happening all over the site. Opting for the plant there. 2 players left alive versus the ones. He is able to find a wall-banged eagle headshot onto the Vitality players, but this might be the round where ROLVe can be a hero the second time for this game. Can he find the last kill? Opts to go for the AK in this week, but he can't time it better than what Brillau can. Brillau just quicker on the trigger. First round of overtime going in the way of 7. Vitality on the back foot, but still, because it was a maximised money situation, they combined to this round and try that response to tie this score up and look to go on a winning. They have gone on a few winning runs so far this game. I think the maximum they've done was about 4 or 5 round wins in a row, so be exactly what they need right. So looking for that quick B play. But Lemons with the M4 is only good for 1 before getting traded out. But see there, RSL finding the trade, but the bomb is down on B site, so they've got to try and go for this retake here. The Heaven player getting taken out by Brillau. The aggression from Prozane will be punished, so now they've got Tree Room and Heaven control, so now this is possible. Relico with the wallbang kill, and they're able to take the side. Relico with that wallbang kill, not sure from where it was, but Loving will be able to seal that round as they get the defuse. So 16-16, just the round that the counter-terrorist team will have won.
Really super close though, and I mean momentum just shifts from left to right between both teams. What do you think this one's gonna play out though? Are we gonna have someone to just be able to take away the errors and take advantage, or we're gonna see could be still more to come of overtime?
Wow, as far as we're concerned with how back and forth this has been, this could be just going on all day, this match here, but we see this very quick B execute, and the frags are going in the way of 7D so far, so this could be another round win for the Valorants with the 3rd of the round before Lemons can get a trade back. So now this is a 2 versus 4 situation. A lot of kills to find. Lemons will find that first in a very awkward position. I'd like to call that position Tarek in his peanut brain days, but we see the execute coming in, but to no avail. Tears and Brillau will be able to see out the round, so now it's back into the lead for 70. So I'm hoping that this match will be finished by the time lockdown expires in the UK. I'm sure it'll be the case, but you never know. Valorants, as they have gone the halftime switch, so now it is 7D on the CT side, and Valorant starting off a killing for his team. That's on to RSL. Easy peasy lemon. Get a tray frag onto middle. Dead. AG in hand, trying to control this A push, but they're looking to carve a hole straight through the middle. But the frags eliminating that have gone in favour of 7D. The bomb point coming in is going to push the site away. So Tears looking to really not give the opportunity there at all for Vitality going into this into the closing stages of that. Now they really favour their chances. It's match point, so if 7D win this, this will take this one in to a victory for 7D. So Vitality must win this game and must win this round to stay alive, to undergo another half time switch. And Prozane starting to kill zone to Lemons. Ralico will get the trade. Grelel bringing out the M249. I think he thinks that the game is over. But the kills are going the way of Vitality. The bomb plant is now in. X11 looking to challenge the Z-Play. Can do so whilst in the smoke. Dev will get the trade. So now Dev, the last player alive, half HP. Got the AUG upgrades to the S. So 1 versus 2, can he win this game? For the 7D, he's got the first but can't quite get the second. So this match continues. Anyone wondering if that was a smoke abuse, that was actually from Kiri's perspective, it is on 10 graphics, I believe. So we'll obviously the minimum of the tournament being graphic setting of 4. So freeze time comes in. One of the 7D players is being subbed out for King Sandro. So we'll see how King impacts the team. So that's one of two things that can happen. It's probably some more of the same, or King Sandro might be an exploit spot for the Vitality side. Just want to get back underway here. To push a smoke through middle. Ralico get the first kill into middle. So that's opened up. Now looking for the execute onto B there. Good for 1 kill. Able to get the second sound. Only able to find 1 kill. And Radico again from that middle position was able to find a second before going. So Tears, the last player alive. So it looks as though it'll be going to a double overtime. Firing off a couple of warning shots, trying to bait the peaks from coming out, but they're not going to give. I see one player push it, but it's not ready for the positioning. But this bomb will go off now. So Lutia is looking to fall back. And that is another overtime. So back to square one. Practically a max out of money, so up to 10,000. A full buys once again. Looks as though Valorant is doing a simple for his team. And Radico and Tar will get the kills that Vitality will have so desired to have seen in this game, and will guarantee the bomb point onto B as the rotates will now look to come in from the CT side of 7D. Both going to go for this retake from the CT. To go for split rolls. Good full of first. He's aware of the player underneath him. Can get before getting traded out by Tar. Even if he had managed the impossible of doing a 180 flick onto Tar, he would have had to have faced off against another player. But very good effort from Tar there, going for that first kill onto main, dropping and finding those two in tree run under heaven, but not quite enough to guarantee them the round. So Vitality lead the first round and double overtime as we see the player get shot into the wall there of Gary. TS will open the kill with the AWP from Connector from Z, sorry. Valorant's the first line of defense on A side. Can't get the kill onto Tar, but Dev can do some damage. He only does damage rather than getting any kills, so Philippe will get another crucial frag. As we see Exo Loving with 2. So now that leaves Sandro as last player alive, but Lemons will deal with bringing us now to 20 rounds for Vitality. As we see now, since has to be said, since Sandro has come in, has not been the same CT defense it seems. But Tears is actually left as his recording has stopped, so this has gone horribly wrong for 7D. It would have seemed, but they managed to get 2 kills here, and then the third from so against all odds, players disconnected, and you've still managed to win it with 4 players.
And it just goes to show, though, how competitive this game has been between both sides, and obviously the close matchup throughout the entire game.
So Gabe is begging for this game to for one team to actually be able to find the killing blow in this match. Some people in chat calling for a 21-20, but they need to. All Vitality need to do is secure that 22nd round. Once they do so, that should be the game 1 for Vitality. So 7D have got a chance here to so 7D have got a chance, or Vitality have got a chance to discuss their strategies to sealing the game. Just moments away. So we still await the sub coming in for 7D after Tears had left the previous round. Against still the Lords, they actually managed to win the last round with the man disadvantage. Someone's called a 52-50 scoreline in the. Do you reckon we'd go to 50 rounds per side?
Currently, no. I think this one will. I mean, the latest I'll see this one go is up to the 30s, but I think this one is pretty close. I mean, right now, have the momentum, but the this one could still end up being tied, and we go to another overtime and another one after that. Obviously, this is later on though, but do you think maybe one of the teams that win here today, you think they'll have the advantage over their next opponent, considering that they've obviously had more rounds in to play with their squad? What do you think we'll still see a very regular game?
I would imagine it'll be more of the as service being resumed. I would imagine, as I think both teams have shown their potential to winning rounds as well as losing them. And I think, give or take, if they do go up against a team with greater quality, they'll definitely see exactly how the matches will unfold. But I would imagine, should either one of these teams go up against NTN or go up against VACTAPs, obviously they'll probably get more exposed. As I believe the substitute has just arrived here, has just popped in to the server there on his teammate's head. He's ready to go, getting that. Because I believe he actually joins into the game with only $800 once again. A bit of a shame he misses out on the overtime. As we're back into the action, as we are, some of us are hoping that this match will come to an abrupt end sooner rather than later. There is a game after this as well. You see there, Pete's coming from late. Revenge, their new player into the server. He's good for one. Oh, does a team kill? Oh, Sandra, that's not what 70 would have wanted. So what was looking like a promising situation on B, they've ended up managing to wipe the idea off of the board. So back to the drawing board for 70. We'll see them giving some information that they had gone back to A, but they're shifting towards B here. I think there's a rotate coming in for Vitality as well, so they prepared for this double fake. They're being set up in heaven. We'll see how the peak comes in. It doesn't seem, but the peak eventually comes out, but they're able to get the trade kill, so nearly able to pull off the execute onto the B site there after the double fake, but they'll be able to seal that round. So now it's back to match Can 7D do another comeback? Can they bring us to third overtime? Some of those Vitality players not liking the prospect of a third overtime. Go for boost play into middle. For the players into main. Not deciding on the side. Looks as though it might be an A push here, but the ult from XO Loving find a kill onto King Sandro. So Dev will get the trade. Eventually gets a trade onto XO Loving, but takes out his teammate in the process. So that's the bomb plant gathered for 7D. So now they've got the site control. 2 players left alive as well. Elite in main. 2 players, or 3 players located on the bomb site for Elite. 1 player alive. Only good for 1, but that is another round gathered for 7D, so it's now going back towards 7D. So they are making good use of those rounds. Another do or die round, so this goes to be either a third if 7D win this round, or will be the match victory for Vitality. As we see going for those boost plays once again. Gets caught out whilst crossing by Elite, who was positioned to have white box. Obviously, let's revenge. Seeing that peak, can't get the job. The aggression coming in from Z, but it will fall off the angle.
Oh!
The Blaze will kill him anyway, so this is now gone to a triple overtime. It's now triple overtime. Valorant's hitting 40 kills, so he's doing his part for 7.
Now probably top fragger of the tournament, yes, with the 40.
So see, some people are a bit sort of crazed by what is unfolding currently at the moment. Some people preferring if it wasn't a triple overtime. As you see, Ronaldo get launched there. I'm not sure what keeps going on with these boosts into middle, but Valorant finds the first kill onto D4 on A site. So now with middle control, it was uncontested. Valorant's a second kill. Ready for the stack here. I think they are. They've managed to take out both Catwalk player and Forklift. So for Elite, the last player will get the kill onto Valorant. He's got 4 more to find, but not going to be able to do anything about it after Dev will be able to find a kill through the smoke. So now it's gone to 7D, leading the game once again. Look at the scoreboard here. Obviously, everyone's fragging. Mate's already out fragging Sandra, even though he's been here for a few rounds. Currently 1-7 King Sandra. So I think it's Late's Revenge has managed to make this very much a possible game victory for 7D. Looking for the B main control. Got a lurk player hanging around in Squeaky. Gets that kill. He's going to go, he's found the second as well, but that's not the site that's getting executed. They're going on to B now, and the rotate's coming.
Oh!
So Vitality are being caught out massively by this aggression from Dev coming out from B, but he's Pete Lemons, he's managed to make this a 1 versus, and he can't quite convert the last kill. So now this might just be actually starting to slip away from Vitality.
Almost the same situation as last time. Of course, no match point yet, but if they were to get the 3-round cushion, do you think that they will take away with the win here?
If they get the 3-round cushion, it will have to be nothing but wins from Vitality. Go to the second half of overtime, of the triple overtime. Lates will get the first kill onto RSL. Lemons will find a kill going back the other way. So now they're going through vents, looking for that B side execute. There's a player waiting for this push, but Valorant will get that kill, so that's opened up B side. The rotates are practically already. So Brunel will also get that kill onto Lemon's top, looking into that smoke, seeing if there's any aggression coming through from there. And third teammate coming through vents here, not ready for Brunel's position. And Balance will seal that round, so it's now got to be Vitality to win out from here. They can't afford to drop another round. So this is now match point for 7D. They're on the verge of beating Vitality at long. Neymar's looking for that quad overtime. Let's go. Elite, the opening kill into the middle with the A. Lemons is going overly aggressive, finds the site kill, but not the plot. That's that ninja box in B. It's not looking the right way for Tar for him to. So he gathers that kill. It's 2 versus 1, but Ralico will get that kill on 2. Again, it's gone a bit blurry, I can't even see it. That was Late's revenge. My apologies. So two more rounds, and then we're going to quad over. That's all Vitality have to win. Let's go, boys. Quad overtime.
Could you imagine if it hits another overtime, though, considering that 3-round cushion?
It will definitely be one of the longest running matches in Counterblocks history, I would have imagined, because I don't know many games that do, or any games that go beyond the 3rd overtime, and it's looking more and more likely, with Exo Loving finding 2, Ralico with the first kill of the round. So now there's already a 2 versus 5. Laser Revenge getting a double, but can't convert the 3rd, so Exo Loving with his 3rd of the round. Dev coming on a rotate flank through B main. They've got a player watching it. Not quite, nope. Got one holding for that spot in case the aggression does come though. He's not making it a secret, however. Lemons will seal that round, so it's another do or die round. I actually don't believe it. It's another do or die round. It's gone so back and forth.
Oh, I think this one's the one. I feel like this is the one that'll get the win. There's no way that this goes to another overtime. It'd be great and very fortunate, of course, for the T side, but that would be so insane.
Asking for a freeze there, the side of 7D, but they're not going to get there. So it's going to be a Looks like it's going to be a B execute for the Vitality side, but Valorant's getting that crucial first pick. That's the middle player gone. So now they've got to find some frags. They may be dropped right on left. To survive.
Oh!
Those kills,
Oh my goodness!
XO with the 3k is practically guaranteed the quad overtime. Brunel, who's stuck in heaven, he's got to find 3 kills himself to bring the victory home for 7.
One. Oh!
But he's ready for it. So it's a 4k from XO to bring us to quad overtime. I don't believe this. What is going on?
Insane!
What is going on? Just as we hit 69 viewers as well. I don't even know what's going on with this game. I don't think Sandra quite knows where he's at either. He doesn't know what's going on, sat there 2-0. But they'll get their freeze time at last, but it's a bit too little too late. That's now a quad overtime, 24-20.
We've seen this so many times. No team can just finish off and pull the win. It's just been so close. Momentum just goes left and right and no mistakes, at least not when they're down. But however, obviously not consistent enough to pull with the win when they are up. Even by 3 rounds, it seems. It's just been super close.
We see there that Tears has returned from his absence, replacing Sandra. So the 2 and 11 player is gone. So perhaps that weak link in the team is no longer present. Will we see the 7D team finally string those rounds together, paving the way to their long-awaited victory?
They better get their Google Drives ready, because I bet their recording is long.
It most certainly is, as the A executes come out, but the frags are going the way of Vitality at the moment. Really looking for that boost on top of Red, but the frags in return. Valorant is here to see if he can spot out some of the players. He finds the first on top of Forklift. 2 versus 3. His teammates gone rushing in. That's Tears. He's way of the player at quad, but they'll be able to seal the round out. So it's Vitality stringing the rounds together. So they're 4 rounds straight so far. 4 rounds. Even if they win the next 2, they've then got to win a 4th one after that. Currently, it's another 4 rounds, or another 3 rounds left to go for Team Vitality. As we see the B play come through, it seems as though it's going to be a full B execute from XO. Well, Tears is managed to find the wallbang kill as well, but Lemon's doing the damage onto the defense. Late Revenge coming in big as well. Prolete, the last player alive, with 3 kills to find to get Plant in, but he's being picked from 2 different locations. Wary of the aggression coming out. For Elite to go for 1, not good for the second. So 7D will finally get a round back. Are there other commentators from the other side of the world that are just about to wake up that could take over?
Oh, I just had to solo, man. It's going crazy how long this might end up. Because, I mean, nobody expected that next overtime. They're still tied up. We still have yet to see one team at least get a bit of a gap.
Apology accepted, Tar. At the end of the day, you're in there having to sweat it out. try and get the victory over the line. Both teams seem quite apologetic to us and keeping us casting for as long as we. But 3 players in the middle, what can they to do here? Nothing done in the way of late peak there. 70 Tears will get the kill onto Exo Loving before Philippe wants to trade him. Brunel and Dev now going to need to find a way to get themselves back into this round. They've got 4 players to find. Ralico, the furthest. These lemons will find Dev here, but the trade going through the smoke before Ralico will emerge from Z. That's how crazy this game has been so far. 3 players in the server are 40 plus kills. Valorant is 2 kills off of a 50 bomb. There's not many times you get to say that, unless your name is Ichezi Bob and you go and get yourself 100 plus kills in multiple overtimes. So not quite the same level of quality as what you get with Ichezi Bob, but what you got here is
There's still 100. That is insane. That dude's goated.
The saddest thing about that is he even lost that 100 plus kills and lost. Literally the same thing happened to Simple not even a week or 2 later, and we see the execute coming through, looking to try and move some of the players off of the site, but then they managed to get one to rotate. But the execute is good. They'll be able to get the bomb plant in. The rotate's needing to come quick and fast for Vitality. They've got the first, so that's Valorant, so that's the aggressor down. So it's now 3 versus 3, now 3 versus 2, going straight through the molly. Not able to seal out the round. Raylo will secure that. It's 26-26. It's at the point now where you really start to ask where is the actual winning play going to come from?
One of these teams just has to obviously fall down eventually due to the fact that, yes, we're just continuously ongoing. But the question is when that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. It just keeps switching over left to right, 7D and obviously Vitality. It's going to be a tough one.
So we see Lights here looking for that the B aggression, which tends to come out on the side of Vitality, but deciding against it. Tars found the first kill into May, but they're not going to push on from that. So we've got a player. They're starting to stack up again, so it will be another a hit. He's able to resist bringing his body out too far. Tar will be able to capitalize on that. Late has managed to get a kill elsewhere on the map, but the alt play coming out from Tar. 2 versus 1. Some hard work being done from 7D to try and clear out this site, but it looks as though it's to no avail. The AWP at quad, Late's able to get some damage going back the other way, but the support is here from Highway. Does Late check? Not quite, so Exo Loving will be able to regain the round for Vitality. So now this is match point. Vitality must win this round to win. Otherwise we'll be going to a 5th over.
Oh my gosh. That just sounds so long, and obviously it has been 27-26. Have we even gone into obviously the 20s from the other rounds even with this? Obviously I don't think we have.
Well, I'll tell you what, there won't be another match as closely contested as this, so I'll tell you that. As we see, one player in Ador's teammates are joining him after getting the call that there is no defense contesting it, but it's not ready for the positioning of Lemons. He's just tucked in, able to get away. And another kill coming out from so lovely. A nade will go in, being knocked down to really low. That nade has done absolute bits for Vitality side. So that is it. Vitality, after 4 overtimes, will get the win at long last, 28-26. Well played from both teams.